Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot. So this is a video that I'm filming in time for Valentine's Day, and I wanted to do a slightly different video just because I know that not all of you will be able to make plans for Valentine's Day, or at least not in the way that you normally would be able to. So rather than this being a prediction reading for Valentine's Day or asking how your Valentine's Day is going to go, which I'm sure lots of other readers will be doing on YouTube anyway if you want that kind of reading, I'm instead doing a reading called Your First Date. So the way that I'm doing this, because I want this to be accessible to as many people as possible, is if you have a specific person in mind that you are talking to or that you have a crush on, then you can ask about your first date or your next date with this person, and we can see what that's going to be like from the cards. But also, if you don't have a specific person, if you're not talking to anyone or there's no one that you're really interested in at the moment, then you can also still watch this reading. We'll be looking at what your next date is going to be like, or if you've never been on one before, what your very first date is going to be like. And we'll also get some cards for those of you that don't have a specific person, just to see what this person might be like, as well as how the date goes and what the energy is like there. So I hope that makes sense, you guys. I just want this to be as accessible as possible and not to be specifically about the day itself, Valentine's Day, but more just the theme of romance and what you guys have to look forward to. So thank you as always to everyone who's donated to the channel. I'm still trying to track down who sent me the Witch's Kitchen Oracle deck, so if that was you, please let me know who you are. And thank you to the donator of our new deck that we're going to be using today, Cara. Thank you so much for donating the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle. We'll be using that today to get energies about what's coming up on this date. And thank you to all of my patrons, including Kelly, Alexandra, and Kat. Thank you so much for all of your support. And to everyone who's donated, everyone who's a client, everyone who's a subscriber, thank you for showing your support for this channel. And I just love getting those lovely, kind vibes from you guys. You just really brighten my day a lot. So let's take a look at the piles. I've put these cute little Lomo cards on the piles today. So pile 1 has this bag of donuts and it says sweet. And we'll be using the Tarot of the Magical Forest for pile 1. It's a recently donated deck from Melissa, as is the deck for pile 3. So you can just ask yourself, what's going to happen on my next date or my date with this specific person. Group 2, it's got these cute little letters, and we'll be using the Happy Tarot for group 2. And then group 3, or pile 3, has these really cute little bag of bread, and they're like saying, I like the sun is dazzling, I also like the sun. And we're using Tarot of the Divine for group 3, also a recently donated deck by Melissa, which I'm loving. Really love the imagery and the folklore on this deck. So you can take as much time as you need to choose a pile. You might also feel drawn to more than one, in which case maybe about half of each one will resonate with you, or one of them is like your main reading and then you get some extra messages that resonate from the other reading. Just take your time with this. Have fun with this, you guys. This is meant to be lighthearted and just a nice reading in general. So take a deep breath if you need to. Pause the video if you need more time. And when you've chosen your pile or your piles, I'm going to get started with group number 1. Okay, group 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose the little bag of donuts and the Tarot of the Magical Forest, let's see what's coming up for you here with this date thing. So as I explained in the introduction, this can be your first or next date with a specific person that you're asking about. You can be asking about your first date ever if you've never been on one before, or just what your next date is going to be like if you don't have anyone particularly that you're interested in or talking to right now. So I'm trying to make this as accessible as possible, so just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, you guys. I want this to be lighthearted and a fun reading. So so we're starting with the Two of Cups there, which is really sweet. So there's a definite connection with this person that you go on this date with. Then we have the Page of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Can I get another tarot card? Eight of Cups. Okay. So a lot of Cups energy, but I'm seeing Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius here, so earth signs and fire signs. We might get more specific or a few more signs as we continue with the reading, but there's this definite strong connection here. So this is someone that you've already been talking to, or someone that you've maybe been friends with before. I don't feel like this is a kind of blind date thing or something that you go on with someone that you've literally met the day before or something. I feel like there's a bit of a connection there to begin with, and this person seems to be quite respectful as well, because we've got the Page of Pentacles and the King of Wands, and so both of these, I say, represent someone who is willing to kind of take things at your pace. You know, I would say the King of Wands is someone who shows interest in you, someone who's attracted to you, but tempered by the Page of Pentacles makes me think this person is willing to take some time. Like, they're not, the King of Wands isn't as impulsive as the Knight of Wands, for example. This isn't someone who's going to pressure you to, you know, get into a relationship straight away. They're going to kind of be respectful of your pace. And also the Eight of Cups is interesting as well. I kind of am getting two messages from this card. Part of me feels like, especially if this is someone you've had feelings for quite a long time, or if you've just never been on a date before, or have been out of the dating pool for quite a while, I feel like this might be a little bit overwhelming for you this date. It feels like, oh, you know, all these feelings all at once, kind of overwhelming. But equally, another message that I'm getting from this card is that some of you have spent a long time in unfulfilling relationships, or kind of dating and not getting that connection, and here it feels like you're getting something real for a change. So just take that how it resonates with you. Let's get you some oracle cards. What should we start with? Should we start with a romance angel? Group 1. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. And I feel like that's what's happening with the other person as well, that they just are willing to take their time. They don't want to rush you or pressure you. You know, they don't want to show how excited they are in case you feel pressured by that. So they're just kind of trying to stay measured. I'm kind of seeing the Temperance card in my head here. So someone who has fiery energy but is trying to keep it measured, because the Temperance card is Sagittarius energy. We have actions speak loudly, number 49. Express your love through actions. So you, or the person that you're going to go on the date with, possibly has actions as one of their main love languages. So rather than saying something like, I love you, or, you know, saying those nice things, they tend to do things for you that prove their love. So I feel like this person is going to take the lead in suggesting the next date, or kind of booking the next date, if you like. They're going to kind of show you that they're interested, even if they're not gushing with words. You know, they could say, I've had a nice time, I really loved speaking to you, blah, blah, blah. And then I think their actions are going to kind of show you how they're feeling. I've got plenty of oracle cards to get through, so I'm going to get through lots more decks. Oh, that's interesting. Watchtower of the East, spring. So it could be in springtime that you have this date with someone, not necessarily this year, you know, if you don't feel like that fits what's going on at the moment, but springtime. With spring, I also think of awakening, like a blossoming of lots of fresh new feelings, burst of new life after a time where things have felt wintry, where there hasn't been much opportunity or much fulfillment. Gretel, ingenuity, number 5. That's interesting. Kind of get a slight Aquarius energy from that card, but Sagittarius as well. I feel like maybe this date is going to be slightly different to ones that you've been on before, or this person has a very clever way of thinking, like very witty way of thinking. So maybe this is in an unconventional place, you know, rather than just going out for a meal in a restaurant, for example. Maybe they take you to a theme park or something, or maybe you, I don't know, just do something really original for this date. This person seems like they're very interesting, and with the King of Wands as well, I feel like they have quite an imaginative mind, like very creative personality. Patience, yes, this person is willing to show you that they are going to be patient. They want to show you that they respect you by taking their time. They don't want you to feel rushed, particularly because I feel like it's possible this person is more experienced than you with dating, or is maybe more comfortable with dating. I kind of get a bit of a shy feeling from you guys, and I'm not saying that you're like really shy, quiet people, because it might not be that, but I just feel as though you're a little bit tender when it comes to dating, or you feel a bit vulnerable around this person because there's feelings there, like feelings there already. So I think some of you are already friends with this person, or already kind of hold a candle for them before you go on this date. Oh, wow, that flew out. Examine your integrity, number 11. Interesting. So that's saying kind of ask yourself the reasons why you're going on this date. This may be why you're feeling vulnerable about it or shy about it. Maybe you originally thought it would be a good idea to help boost your confidence or your self-esteem, and then you feel like, actually, am I ready for this? You know, it's like you start panicking, and that's what I get from that 8 of Cups card, is that feeling of overwhelm, like, oh my goodness, I've said yes to this, but what if it goes wrong? What if I do something terrible? You know, all of this, it feels like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself here, like there's a lot riding on this. So you're just being asked again to examine your motivations and just remember to stay calm. I feel like it's saying try and just be as natural as possible here. So let's use this new gorgeous new deck from the very generous and lovely Cara. This is the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle. Sorry, I just felt like there was another card in there that wanted to come out. So we've got fire there, which makes a lot of sense because I've said that I've seen all of the fire signs popping out here, especially Sagittarius though, for some reason. The number 23 is coming up here. That could be important. Maybe it's a lucky number. Maybe it's someone's age. Could be the 23rd of a month, for example. And yeah, fire, I think of passion as well. There's definitely strong attraction here. And then you have Cancer and number 4. So Cancer could be your energy, could be this person's as well. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. Let's get now your messages from the masculine and feminine. So just before I get these cards out, I had someone recently ask me on a video what I meant by this, because I feel like maybe I didn't explain it well enough. But when I get a message from the masculine from a god deck and message from the feminine from a goddess deck, I'm not implying by that everyone is asking about a heterosexual relationship. So, you know, I'm talking about energies when I pull masculine and feminine rather than biological sex. So if you're asking about a same-sex relationship, then it might be better to consider whether you feel you have more masculine energy or more feminine energy. And even if you're asking about a heterosexual relationship, because sometimes women have very strong masculine energy or a man has very strong feminine energy. So just ask yourself what you feel you kind of gel more with. And then you can interpret the cards based on whether it's a message for you and about your energy, or whether it's a message about the other person. So just hope that explains it in case anyone was confused or wondering what was going on. So message from the masculine first. Okay, so the masculine energy is Thoth coming through here, wisdom. He is the Egyptian god of writing, wisdom, knowledge, all of those things. Said to have invented the hieroglyphs. He's also connected to alchemy. So I feel like the masculine is very much in their mind here, thinking a lot about this, and again wanting to be respectful, because Thoth is not usually connected to like strong emotion or love and things like that. He's more about taking a reasonable and measured and rational response and approach to something. So that's how I feel the masculine is being. And also wisdom is not the same as intelligence. You know, wisdom is gained from experience, whereas intelligence is more like book smarts. So I feel like this is saying this person is more experienced than you and maybe is aware of that, or just feels more comfortable dating than you do, if this is the masculine that you're asking about. Otherwise it's more like you've gained experience, maybe just from talking about things, reading about things online. That's just what I feel, is that the masculine energy is more in their head and is more about the experience. So let's get the feminine message. Okay. Oh, you've got two here. So we've got Ariane Rod, fertility, Welsh goddess there, and also Artemis, independence. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like the feminine has spent quite a while on their own, kind of getting used to themselves, working on self-confidence as well, because when I see the two of these together, like fertility and independence, it feels very very confident, strong self-esteem. Artemis especially is being kind of lit up by the moon here. Very in touch with your feelings as well for the feminine. And yeah, the fertility is nice because I feel like that connects to the springtime. Like the feminine is very ready for this. The feminine is already kind of awakened and opened to feelings, and is, I feel, allowing themselves to feel a little bit more, because the masculine seems to be holding back just out of respect, because they don't want to scare the feminine away or give too much away straight away, whereas the feminine is just kind of more comfortable with the feelings here. They seem to be more developed and more acknowledged for the feminine. Okay, then we have Healer of the Ages in the reverse, number 51. So I feel like this connection is going to bring greater healing, because I feel like for a lot of you, your healing journey is not yet over. Maybe that's what the vulnerability and the overwhelming energy was connected to that I was picking up earlier on in the reading, that you just feel like you're not 100% there yet when it comes to healing. But I feel like this relationship is going to help bring further healing, or this date itself is just going to be like a step in the right direction to you feeling more comfortable, feeling more confident, etc. Let's get an archetype card for those of you who don't know who you're asking about here. Rebel. Okay, light attributes. Challenges authority to effect social change. Rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Shadow attributes are rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. So they don't both have to apply to the person, it could just be one. But it's interesting that you've got Rebel when we have that ingenuity card. And I said that there was something kind of individual about this person, that they have a unique way of thinking, or they're very able to come up with these creative ideas, creative solutions. So that's one of these person's kind of main personality traits, is that they seem to be a bit of a rebel, either in the way they dress or in their attitudes to certain things. Kind Goddess, number 46, child of God. And you see how this person is leaving behind these shackles and being put onto this new fresh place. It's winter moving into spring again, so that lovely imagery, bridging the gap here, because it does look a bit like a broken heart, the way that it's cracked like that. So yeah, you guys definitely moving on from a situation where you felt trapped in grief or trapped in despondency, loss, sadness, and moving on to something more freeing. And we also have number 28, Vertrauen, so trust. Putting a lot of trust in the universe, trusting things to work out as they're meant to. Really, really beautiful. Okay, so these are the tea leaf fortune cards, which I'm still learning how to shuffle properly. So we've got Bear, danger especially in money matters. Then Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So there keeps being this repeated imagery of like springtime, sunrise, freshness, awakening. And sun, wow, okay, happiness and well-being. So the sun kind of repeated here, and the fire as well, because that's all tied in with that similar energy. So the bear here, what I actually thought when I saw this and it said money matters, I thought like, are you going to be arguing over who pays the bill? So I'm wondering if that's what this is, like you want to do things 50-50 and this person maybe wants to show you that they can pay for it, or vice versa. And so there's a little bit of like discussion about the end there, like you think it's too expensive for this person to pay on their own, or vice versa. And you kind of have to settle your differences there. I also wonder if maybe this person earns more than you, or the other way around, and that could cause some insecurity. But But yeah, sunrise and sun together, that's beautiful. There's 200 cards in that deck, so the fact that those two came out next to each other is really interesting. Feels like a very warming, fresh start for you guys. Yeah, all that glitters, number 16. So again, this kind of makes me think of materialism and money. So I'm wondering if it is actually a difference in earnings that possibly makes one of you want to pay your way more because you think, well, I earn more, I should be, you know, showing that I can do this, or possibly the other way around, like you want to prove that you're not a gold digger, so you're like, no, I'm going to pay my way, I don't want you to pay for me. So there's possibly a little bit of insecurity around that. Maybe you come from different backgrounds financially or socially, but I feel like it's something that can easily be overcome. Then we have cornflower, learn from friendships old and new. So maybe this person is your friend first, or you meet them through your friends. And then the last cards I'm going to pull for you before we do your charms and dice, group 1, are these cards that I made just a couple of days ago, and they are messages from your person. So let me know in the comments if you like these cards, if you'd like me to use them more often. They're kind of what this person is thinking or what they want to tell you, where their energy is at, etc. Okay, let's see what these cards have to say. So we have, I don't want to lose you. I just freaked out. Okay, so again, there's possibly this overwhelming feeling. You know, I think that there is an existing relationship here already, that you are friends already, and maybe it's something that's gone on for a long time, this kind of will they, won't they thing. And that's where this overwhelming feeling is coming from. And also the fact that this person seems to want to take it slowly because they don't want to jeopardize the relationship. We have let me take the lead. That's interesting. I'm confused about our connection. And also I worship the ground you walk on. So there's definitely this kind of strong feelings there already, or strong care that's definitely there. But also this person is kind of wondering, what do you want from this? Like they're kind of watching you, trying to gauge what your reaction is, what your feelings are here. They don't want to lose the friendship. You know, they're kind of freaking out about this. And also this let me take the lead is also interesting. I feel like, as I said before, they're going to be the person who suggests the next date or books the next date. They're just gauging your reaction. They're watching to see how you're feeling to, you know, make sure that that's definitely what you want, because they don't want to put a foot wrong here. They don't want to feel like you're being pressured or that you're kind of going along with it to keep the relationship going. So let's get your charms on top, group 1, and then we'll do your dice. So just as always, my little disclaimer, if you don't like the sound of the charms being shuffled, or if you have high volume on your device, you might just want to turn it down while I do the shuffling, because I know not everyone likes the sound. So group 1, your date with this person or your next date, what's going on? Okay, so we've got intuitive there, which is the Pisces charm, and that's landed on let me take the lead. So again, this person is gauging your feelings to see where they're going to guide and direct the relationship. And there was that little worry thread there as well, which I feel again is connected to this person not wanting to jeopardize the connection that you already have. We've got the moon there as well, so definitely intuitive. Possibly you've had a dream about this person, or they will have one about you. And this feeling of just waiting for the right signal, waiting for the right thing to happen. We've got the Russian doll there, so maybe there is a connection to Russia through someone's name or origins or their family. But the Russian doll is also about kind of bottling up feelings, not talking about how you're feeling. So this could be the masculine or the feminine who's just kind of not opening up about the feelings, which are definitely there on both sides. Racing to the finish with the racehorse there. Yeah, I feel like this person definitely doesn't want to rush this because they just want to take it one step at a time. They could be born in the year of the horse or the year of the snake, because that's popping up here as well. And the snake is also about being pleasantly surprised about someone's feelings or someone's thoughts about you. It normally comes up when we get a person who you thought was an enemy or was like friends with people you didn't like, and then they turn out to help you or be sympathetic towards you. So I'm wondering if here it's just saying you didn't expect this person to have such strong feelings for you or to care about you so much, and it turns out they actually do. We've got growth here, growth and healing coming about from this date and possibly from the relationship as well. Contentment and satisfaction. The cat that's got the cream smiling there, and also the Coca-Cola bottle opener. That just kind of makes me think of a fresh start again, lifting the lid possibly on emotions that have been bubbling up there under the surface, but it just also just makes me think of sharing a drink together and, you know, talking, fresh starts, new things. Let's do your dice. Okay, so we're gonna roll dice set number 5 for you guys. Those are the actions dice, and they look like this. And we're rolling 4 of them. For you, group 1. Okay, so interesting. We've got the person throwing the ball into the air, and whenever I see the ball in any of these dice, I think of energy. So like sending energy up, hoping that the other person will kind of catch it, will reciprocate, etc. We've got the person pointing to something. I feel like this is saying you're very happy to see each other, but also this person sees how you're feeling. There's this kind of good connection there, even if you're not talking about feelings. Walking into this door here, this fresh new start, starting a new chapter, new opportunities, and also the doorbell. Someone ringing at the doorbell. This makes me feel like this has been a long time coming. Like this has been someone that you've been hinting at for quite a while, whether or not you've met them yet. You know, we could be talking about someone that you haven't met yet, but by the time you have this date, I feel like you've been hinting at each other for a while that there are feelings or that you'd like this. And so it's just like the coming together of two people who've waited for this for quite a while. So you guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. This was a really sweet reading. It looks like a lovely, lovely date to go on, and quite a supportive, caring relationship as well. Please do like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Comment below, let me know how it resonated. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know if you like these new cards that I made as well. Thank you to Cara for donating the new deck. If you bought me the Witch's Kitchen Oracle deck, please let me know your names so that I can give you a shout out, or at least just say thank you to you properly. And if you'd like to support the channel or get more involved with what I do here, then check out the description box. You can go and follow me on Instagram or Bilibili if you'd like to do that. You can become a patron on my Patreon page if you'd like to get access to the exclusive content that I post on there and just kind of get to know me a bit better. If you'd like to donate to the channel, thank you. You can do that via PayPal or my Amazon Tarot and Oracle wishlist. I also have a tips jar on Etsy, and over on Etsy I am offering angel healing sessions and some private readings as well with like limited availability. So check that out if you're interested. And thank you as always for sharing your energy and your time here with me today, you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care. Hey there everyone who picked group 2 and the little letters card and the happy tarot. This is going to be your reading, so welcome to your reading. Let's see what is going on here. Like I said in the introduction, this can be you asking about your first ever date if you've never had one. It can be about your first date or next date with a specific person, or just the next date that you're going to have if you don't have anyone in mind that you're interested in at the moment or that you're talking to. So let's see what's going on here for group 2. Ooh. Okay, so we've got the 6 of Pentacles there. Really love this deck, it's so cute. Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, then we've got the Ace of Cups, Such a cute card. And the Queen of Cups as well. So lots of Pentacles energy and Cups energy as well. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is strongly represented here, as are Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. So all of the water and earth signs. We might get some more or something more specific as the reading goes on. So this is a gorgeous reading. I'm seeing a lot of deep feelings here and a lot of security from this date, because the Queen of Cups to me is showing someone who cares a lot, someone who has these strong feelings, as does the Ace of Cups. But I also feel from this card this sense of like a wave of new feelings. So I feel like probably you've already known this person when you go on the date. So although you might not know them yet, if you're not asking about someone in particular, it feels like someone that you've been talking to for a while, or someone that you've been friends with before, because there's a lot of care here. And with a queen and a king, it's like this feeling of built up energy. You know, when we get pages and knights, they're generally more early stages feelings, things that are still building up, but king and queens are quite mature feelings. They're things that have been there for quite a while, or they're quite deep. So Knight of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, to me this is a sense of security, and also someone who wants to take it slow. This is not a relationship that's going to be rushed. I don't think that this first date would lead to something physical straight away. I don't think it would be anyone rushing into a relationship either. This is going to be something that is like more likely to be the start of several series of dates with this person. And also Six of Pentacles, really nice there. There's this lovely balanced energy. There's this caring feeling. Someone's going to offer to split the bill, and then someone kind of demands to pay it, is what I'm seeing here, because we've got the two people who are kind of saying, no, it should be equal, and then someone saying, no, I'll pay it, it's fine. So that's the kind of energy that I get, is wanting to treat each other, and this very fair, kind, equal feeling. So let's get you a romance angel group 2. I've got lots of oracle cards and then charms and dice as usual. Playfulness, that's really sweet. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So there's going to be some kind of flirtatious banter on this date. There's going to be just a really sweet kind of flirting, and yeah, playful energy is really nice. But it's not, I don't feel like it's in a really like naughty way or anything. I feel like it's quite a sweet childlike way of almost shyness around each other, leading to like giggling and chatting and joking, like those nice little in-jokes that you get with someone. So it's not like a really mature kind of, I'm trying to keep this PC, mature discussion that I would expect more from like fire signs possibly, or even air signs. Ooh. Choose love, number 21. You always have choice, make yours with love. That's really cute. Lovely card. Then we have Yule, rebirth. So this might be a clue as to when this could happen. So around Yule time, which would be like Christmas time. Yule is normally the 21st of December, I think. It doesn't have to be that exact date, this date, but you know, around that time. So December, January, November, I would say winter time to late autumn. Rebirth as well. So this feeling of fresh new energy, which I got from the Ace of Cups. Maybe someone that you haven't seen in person for a long time, but you have these feelings for, and then you just get this fresh wave of feelings when you see them. We've got obsession there with the red shoes, number 20. So that's not normally a card that I would like to get in a romance reading, because obsession is very unhealthy. It's not love, it's infatuation. But this could just mean that you want to text this person constantly, or you just can't get enough of their energy, because I'm not seeing anything toxic or negative like that from the cards themselves. So I feel like it's more on a you just can't get enough of this person side, rather than I'm obsessed with this person. It's different, you know, there's like a different intention and a different energy behind that. Okay, so we've got number 6, contemplate death and beyond. So I feel like you guys are going to start talking about really deep stuff. Like, although there's going to be jokes and things, it's not just lighthearted small talk that you're making. Like, I feel you're talking about the big things, like what you want to do with your lives. You might even discuss whether you want to get married in the future, you know, things like that. Not specifically to this person, but just so that you can kind of gauge what each other's beliefs are, what each other's kind of long-term view of their life is. I feel like you're going to have those deep discussions. And awaken your vulnerability, number 3. So opening up to each other. Possibly this is not something that you've talked a lot with other people about, but you feel like you can safely confide in this person or safely talk to them about those deep things or about your future plans or how you're feeling. Compassion, that's really sweet. Yeah, there's a lot of care and just gentle energy here. Even though it hasn't come up, I also feel 6 of Cups energy for this group. Let's get our new Barbieri Zodiac Oracle from the very lovely and generous Cara. It's not the first deck she's donated to this channel, so she's a very generous viewer and client of mine. Sagittarius, number 9. Okay, so Sagittarius energy also coming through. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. We've got contract here, number 6, and also community, number 7. So it feels like you're both looking for something long term. You know, with the contract card, I feel like this is not something that you're going into hoping it'll be casual. You know, it feels like you're both here looking for a long-term connection, something deep, something meaningful. And community as well is just another feeling that I get that this person is already a friend or someone that you've already spent a long time talking to. Even if you met them on a dating app or something, it feels like you've built up that connection already and you get along well. So let's get a message from the masculine and feminine now. Just before I do this, I just want to clarify something about these cards because I had someone ask me this on a recent video. So when I pull a message from the masculine from a god deck and a message from the feminine from the goddess deck, I'm not implying that you guys are all asking about heterosexual relationships, because this is not about biological sex, this is about energies. So you can be a woman who has very strong masculine energy, for example. You can be a man who has more dominant feminine energy than masculine. It's all up to kind of how you see yourself and what your usual relationship dynamics are like. So if you think that you're more of a masculine energy, even if you're a woman, then you can take the masculine card as being a message about your energy or a message for yourself, and the other one as being a message from your person, and vice versa. Equally, if you're asking about same-sex relationships, that's possibly even more relevant. So just to explain what those masculine and feminine cards are about. So let's start with the masculine. We've got Mithras, sacrifice. Okay, so I feel like the masculine is going to try and pay here. That's what I'm seeing, because that was the first card that came out, and so it feels like the masculine almost goes into this date with, in the back of their mind, just this phrase like, you need to pay. You need to make sure that you're the person who gets the bill, whether it's at a restaurant or you're buying tickets to go in somewhere, or you know, you're just buying treats because you're going for a walk. This person wants to pay, like the masculine wants to show that they're committed or that they care about you or that they respect you by paying. Okay, so that's really in the back of their mind, and they seem to be quite an honorable person as well. And now let's get a feminine message. Ooh, wow, lots of cards. Okay, so we've got Demeter, harvest. Possibly this means that a lot of people are going to pick this reading. Hecate, magic. Sarasvati, enlightenment. Love these cards. Chang'o, divine feminine. And Sedna, cleansing. Okay, so feels like the feminine is really in their power as we go into this date. It feels like there has been I almost want to say that they've been building themselves up for this moment. Like they've bought something nice to wear. You know, there's this lovely feeling of I'm beautifying myself, I'm taking care of myself, you know, hair, makeup, clothes, whatever that means for them. Possibly even like a lucky token that they're carrying, or wearing something that they consider to be lucky, because we've got the magic there as well. This person really feels in their power. And then cleansing. This person spent a lot of time trying to overcome a past relationship, or trying to overcome even issues with themselves, like self-esteem issues that have been holding them back, confidence issues that have been holding them back, not necessarily just in relation to this relationship, but also just in general in life. They are awakening. They are kind of reaping what they've sown in terms of their hard work. So the feminine has been doing a lot of work on themselves, and that's what I'm seeing is this culmination with this date of them feeling like, right, I'm ready. This is me stepping out now. This is me kind of getting some reward in return for all of the hard work I've been putting in, and I'm going to enjoy it. Like, I just see from this card specifically someone who is just so ready to enjoy themselves and have fun and smile. So I think that's really beautiful. So I'm also going to get an archetype card for those of you that don't know who you're asking about, if you don't have a specific person in mind. Okay, so we've got Father. Light attributes, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. Shadow attributes are dictatorial control, abuse of authority. So it doesn't have to be both attributes that kind of reflect this person's nature, it can just be one. But what I'm seeing is that this person may have a child, or may really want to settle down and have a family. That may be what we were talking about earlier with someone being just really ready for something committed. And also father figure, I think of someone who is like a guiding figure, someone who is respectable, someone who is kind of calm, measured, wise, all of those things. So that's a nice card to get. Ooh. Okay, we've got a few of these now as well. So Rollen, number 16, roles. Liebe, number 42, love. And Aufopferung, number 11, victimhood or victimization. So with the roles and the victimhood cards there, I feel like this is saying someone needs to overcome roles that they put themselves in, or that they fall into in relationships where they just end up doing everything for the other person. And this is possibly what the feminine might have been overcoming, or even the masculine, actually, if they are such an honorable, sacrificial person that they just kind of put their needs second, or put them last even in a relationship. Someone here needs to overcome that, and start sticking up for themselves more, being more assertive, paying more attention to their own needs and feelings in a relationship. But also Liebe, I think that's beautiful, this freeing love that we get from this connection. Lily, good partnerships are made of equal amounts of positivity. I think that's sweet, and that makes sense as well with what we've just been saying, that it needs to be an equal thing here. Someone needs to stop putting themselves last. And I see this as being a very equal partnership, because as soon as I saw that Six of Pentacles, that was what I felt, was that this was an equal thing. We have the Fates, number 17, so fated meeting, fated connection here, and between worlds, number 3, so a lot of transformation going on, possibly for both of you or only for one. You know, this sense of you moving on from one aspect of your life and evolving and growing into someone more confident, more happy. Okay, so we've got older woman. Dealings or relationship with an older woman, so that could be the person that you're going to be dating, or you could be older than the other person. We've got ant, work, achievement, success. Butterfly, a change for the better. That makes a lot of sense with what we've been talking about. Bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. And wishbone, a wish is granted. So those are all lovely cards. Yeah, a change for the better. And maybe also this coincides with achievements at work or in your career, or just, you know, training and education generally. Possibly you meet this person through work. Maybe this person or you has just had a promotion or a raise and you just want to flash the cash. You know, maybe there's been a bonus. Feels like someone is very secure in their finances and wants to treat the other person. And now group 2, before we move on to your charms and dice, I'm just going to pull you some cards from this deck that I made a few days ago, which is messages from your person. So what your person is thinking or feeling, or what they want to tell you. Let me know if you like this deck below. Okay. So we have let's watch a movie together. We also have dinner, question mark. So maybe there is cinema and then dinner, or maybe this is 2 separate dates. I have other responsibilities right now. So for some of you, I feel like that's connected to the father here, that they have a child, or possibly it's connected to work, that this person really takes their work seriously. And we also have, I feel protective of you, which again coincides well with the father figure. So yeah, this person feels protective of you. They don't want you to feel scared, you know, they don't want you to feel like you're being rushed into anything, but I do think it's a meeting of 2 very mature people in terms of the feelings that I've seen here and the energies. And they want to spend time with you over dinner and over a movie. So I think that's really sweet. So let's get your charms on top, you guys, and see what they have to say. Just a quick disclaimer as always, if you don't like the sound of the charms, or if you have high volume on your device, you might just want to turn it down while I shuffle them, because I know that not everyone likes the sound and they can be a bit loud. So group 2, on all of these incredible amount of cards that we've got here, what is this date going to be like for you? Okay. Oh wow, you guys, you've got the older woman charm. That's incredible. Okay, so there is an older woman here, regardless of whether it's a same-sex relationship or if it's masculine and feminine, you know, heterosexual relationship. The woman or the feminine energy seems to be older or more experienced possibly than the other party. We've also got the letter U, so that could be a place, or it could be this person's name or surname. It could be a word that might come into your head. Capricorn popping up as well here. I feel like a lot of people are going to choose this pile because we've got so many cards. We've got the olive branch there, so reaching out to someone, growth, harmony. Dory, just keep swimming. Yeah, some of you have been through a tough time and this is just your way of pulling out of that. There is a skeleton in the closet for you guys. You are overcoming this past difficult issue. And the Russian doll as well. So for some of you, this may be a connection to Russia, like someone has a Russian name or has like connections to Russia in terms of family or language or work. But I feel like for most of you, it's about bottling up feelings, you know, not talking about how you're feeling, painting on this face like you're doing really well when actually you've been struggling. So that's what I see as being going on for you, is this kind of victimization, feeling like you're always putting your needs last, that you're being walked all over, etc., disrespected. We've got the Irish charm as well, which is a good luck charm. Very positive. And that landed on the card, I have other responsibilities right now. So I feel like that's saying don't worry about that. It's not something that is going to put an end to this relationship. It's just something that needs to be considered. We've also got love in the air with hummingbird. So that's lovely. Love is in the air. Definitely feelings here. And someone who wants to spend time with you. We've got the dog lifting up their paw like they want something. They could be born in the year of the dog as well. Someone who really wants to spend time with you. There's a mantra there as well for someone, something that keeps being repeated in their mind or that they keep telling themselves. So maybe it is, I need to pay for this. Like when we get to the end of this, I need to pay, or I need to make sure I have my wallet ready so that, you know, the other person doesn't try and pay for the tickets or whatever. It could just be something like, don't screw this up, don't screw this up. You know, someone's got something running around their mind like that they keep repeating. We've got the worry thread and the wisdom charm with an owl. So maybe someone is worried about past experience that's kind of clouding their view here. We've also got the letter H. So H and U are coming up. Measuring tape, things will measure up to your expectations, so keep those expectations positive, you guys. And intuition, with the moon there's possibly been dreams about this person, or you felt their energy already. I feel like it's also saying that you both understand each other's feelings very well, very intuitively, without having to talk about it. Let's get your dice on top as well, group 2, finish up your reading. So we are rolling the third set of dice. And those are the mystery dice, so they look like this, you guys. And we're rolling 2 of them today, so not an awful lot, but I always do that pre-roll just because if I roll 9 dice and 7 of them aren't meant for you, then, you know, that could be confusing or just not helpful. So, also you're group number 2, so it's right that you get 2 dice. So, what's this date going to be like, group 2? Partners in crime. That's really nice. So you two really fit well together. You know, you share a lot, you have a lot in common. That's really, really nice. And also the no trespassing sign, and it's landed on Mithras, sacrifice. So again, it feels like whoever it is that's got this phrase in the back of their mind that they want to do something for the other person, or they want to show that they care, or show some respect, they're not going to let anything stop them from doing that. So this could descend into an argument if the other person won't let them pay, or the other person won't let them walk them home or something, just to make sure they're safe. Like there's this no trespass sign there, so this person's determined to do what they've set out to do here. So hope that makes sense, you guys. This is a really lovely reading. Please do like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Comment below, let me know how it resonated. I really love to hear your thoughts. Let me know about the new deck as well, what you think of that, if you like that, if you'd like me to use it more often. And if you'd like to get more involved with what I do on the channel, or just show your support to the channel, then check out the description box. There's lots of links in there to help you do that, like my Instagram and Bilibili accounts. You can go and follow me there if you want to. You can join me on my Patreon page and get access to exclusive content that I post on there, and just get to know me a little bit better over there as well. If you're feeling really generous and you'd like to donate to the channel, then thank you so much. You can do that via my PayPal link for tips and donations, my Amazon wishlist for new tarot and oracle decks, and my Etsy tips jar as well. And speaking of Etsy, I'm offering angel healing sessions over on there and some private readings as well, with limited availability, so do check that out as well if that interests you. And thank you so much for spending your time with me here today, group 2, and sharing your energy with me. It's been lovely to have you here. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care. Hey there, group 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the bread bag and the tarot of the divine, then this is going to be the reading about your date. So as I said in the introduction, it can be your first ever date if you've never had one before. It can be a date, like your first date or next date with a specific person, or just the next date that you're going to have in general if you don't have a particular person in mind. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say first of all. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We have the 8 of Wands first of all. Exciting. Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 6 of Cups, really, really sweet card, and 10 of Cups. Wow, you guys. Okay, so I am seeing Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. We might get some more as we continue the reading. Okay, so what am I seeing here? Firstly, with the 10 of Wands in the center of your reading, I feel like this is something you've been waiting a long time for. Either because you've known this person a long time and had feelings for them for a while, or just because you guys have been not dating for so long, or have been dating but have not been successful with it for so long. So I feel like this is something you've just been hoping for and waiting for a very long time. Six of Cups also makes me feel like there is lovely, caring, compassionate energy here. There's very sweet, gentle feelings. You might get given flowers by this person, or chocolate, or just some kind of little gift. Maybe gift giving is one of their love languages. And I also feel it's possible that this is a past life connection for you guys, because Judgment did get turned over in the deck. I don't take cards that turn over but don't fall out, but I do register them. So with Judgment being turned over in the deck while I was shuffling, Judgment very often refers to either someone you've known in the past, like a childhood friend, or someone that you've just lost contact with, or a past life connection. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I'm also seeing lots of passion with Eight of Wands. It might be a bit of a whirlwind romance, or something that, you know, you turn up for the date and your heart is pounding. You're like, oh my goodness, you know, I'm so excited about this, but I'm so terrified at the same time. Queen of Coins. This could represent the feminine energy in the connection, or just the overall feeling. So stability, sensibleness as well. This is someone who doesn't want to rush, you know, is taking their time, gentle energy, caring about others' feelings. And finally, Ten of Cups, this gorgeous happily ever after card. So really kind of on cloud nine is what I want to say for this reading. There are these tender, gentle, loving feelings, but there's also passion as well, which is a nice connection. So group 3, let's get you a romance angel. Chemistry. Yes, there is a strong magnetic attraction here. So this is someone you feel very, very connected to, very passionate about straight away, but also have these like gentler feelings for as well, which is really nice. Demonstrate love, number 48. Find out what is important to those you love and act on it. So this may refer back to gift giving or actions as being the love language of this person, or the main love language. They may take you to an important place, or vice versa, for them or for you. Like, for example, if you're the person who's organizing the date, you might say, I'm going to take you to somewhere that is special to me, you know, that has an important memory for me, or that just means a lot to me. Or maybe they organize it and they find out somewhere that you really love, or that is really special to you, and they take you there for the date. It feels like there's a thoughtfulness behind it, or they get you a little gift that is really thoughtful. Loyalty, number 36, the Snow Queen. So that's really sweet. Yeah, loyalty here. Possibly this person's held a candle for you for quite a while. Oh, I thought that might be 36 up there with the tiny little number, but it's not. Don't know why 36 felt like I'd seen it before. But yeah, this person really cares. This is a loyal connection, something that's developed slowly over time. And maybe also, if you've not been in contact with this person for a while, maybe they've remained loyal to you in that time, as in they've never had another person, even if you weren't in a connection with them to begin with. So Watchtower of the East as well, spring. This came out for another group, so this is exciting. Could be springtime that you have this connection with someone, that you have this date. Maybe not springtime this year, you know, if that doesn't feel like it's right with the energies right now, because obviously we're getting on for spring in the Northern Hemisphere when I'm posting this. But also spring comes with this energy of awakening and freshness and rebirth and newness. So I really like that. Especially with this energy here as well on the image of the Ten of Wands, like something growing out of the past, something growing out of something which was, you know, considered dead or considered lost. So you guys may have given up on love, or just had, you know, a bit of a winter in terms of romance, like an empty time, not much opportunity or not much excitement there. And then we get this lovely springtime feeling from this date. We have You Have Support. Oh my God, 36. I knew we would get another 36 because that felt so, you know, important there. Wow, you guys. So 36, you have support. I love it when this happens. This means that the angels and your spirit guides are all kind of gathered round supporting you here. They know that this is on its way. This is something that they approve of. They're going to be with you at this time. Really beautiful. They've heard your prayers or your, you know, wishes for a relationship or a date. And that's going to be answered. So memory as well, forget me not. Yeah, you guys may have already known this person. I'm not saying necessarily that this is like an ex or something, because I don't think that's the case for everyone. I feel like it's a past life connection where you just feel straight away, oh my god, I know this person, even though you don't, you know, because not in this lifetime anyway. But your souls have that connection. Or this is someone that's been a friend for a long time. Maybe you've lost touch with them. Maybe you've not seen them for a very long time. And then, you know, maybe even there was like this connection beforehand that never really got off the ground. And then you have this date and things just make sense again. Really lovely energy. Love the vibrant colours on this card as well. So let's try our new Barbieri Zodiac Oracle from the lovely Cara, who is very generous because this is not the first deck that she's donated to the channel. So show her some love in the comments, you guys. Okay, so we've got Sagittarius there, number 9. And also Aries, so strong fire signs there. Number 1, of course, being Aries. Strong fire energy. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. And now let's get a message from the masculine and feminine. And I just want to explain before I go into this, because I had someone ask me about this in the comments recently. When I pull a message from the masculine and feminine, so I pull a message from the masculine from a god deck and the feminine from a goddess deck, I am not implying or suggesting that you are all asking about heterosexual or homosexual relationships. You know, I'm aware that there's lots of different types of relationship, and so I'm not talking about biological sex when I pull these cards. I am talking about energies. So you could be a woman who has very strong masculine energy, for example, or you could be a man who feel like you have predominantly more feminine energy. It's just about the way you have dynamics in relationships and also your personal energy. So this works for you regardless of whether it's heterosexual, same-sex relationship, whatever. Just kind of ask yourself which energy you feel is most dominant within yourself or within the kind of person that you look to attract. It's not about biological sex. So we will start with message from the masculine. So if you feel like you have more masculine energy than feminine, then this is a message about you, how you're feeling, etc. If not, then this could be from your person if you feel like you're looking more for a masculine energy. Okay, so we've got Vishnu, balance. Okay, so the masculine is very balanced at this time. They're not someone who is trying to come across too strongly. They don't want to go to extremes. They don't want to push. They don't want to pull away. You know, they've got this very moderate force. Almost feels like they're possibly waiting for the other person's response to see how they're going to act. You know, they want to gauge how the other person's feeling or what their reaction is to certain suggestions or certain things before deciding what direction to go in. So the masculine, very balanced and grounded. Let's get a message from the feminine. Breach, inner peace. Okay, so the feminine also very calm and in control as well. There's a quiet confidence that comes from breach. Someone who knows they're worth it and, you know, isn't prepared to compromise, but they're equally not really brash and in your face when it comes to dating. They're someone who's quite calm, cool, collected, you know, just quiet confidence is all I can say. So that's really lovely. We have 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, number 41. So the crown chakra. Like I said, really strong connection that you have with this person. Your spirits instantly kind of recognize each other, or there's this soul connection. Really, really lovely. I'm also going to pull an archetype card now for those of you who don't have a specific person in mind. So just to see what this person is going to be like. Interesting. So we have scribe, Light attribute, preserving knowledge and information. Shadow attribute, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. So both attributes don't have to apply, it could just be one of them. But this person is likely to enjoy writing or to even be employed in a profession where they need to write a lot. They're good with words as well, so they might be a really good texter or messenger, like just someone who's really engaging when you message them. We've got Wahrheit, number 30, truth. So the truth setting each other free. Feeling very liberated during this date. I've got a lot of reds and greens coming through for this reading. So that could be energies, root chakra, heart chakra, very vibrant, healing, passionate energies. Co-create, number 40. Beautiful. Maybe you're both very creative people, or are possibly even working together on a project or have very similar interests. Feels like even if you're very different people, like the cheetah and the owl clearly are, there's like a really good meeting of minds here, or a really shared interest that gets the two of you kind of talking. Cornflower, learn from friendships old and new. So another reading got that card, which makes me feel like you are asking about someone who's already a friend or was a friend before this date. Okay. Then from the tea leaf fortune cards, we've got hills, obstacles to overcome. Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. Now it's interesting that we got that skull imagery already in your tarot cards. Rat, someone working against you behind your back. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. So there's really a lot of fire imagery here. And flowers, happiness. Okay, so maybe this person has let you down in the past. Maybe you asked them out previously and they turned you down, or maybe you were friends and they kind of weren't there for you, or you dated and they, let you down. Because that's what I'm seeing here, is that possible past issues can be coming to the forefront. Maybe one or both of you has been cheated on in the past, not necessarily by this person, and that's kind of left you a little bit trepidatious in relationships. You don't want to rush into anything because you're afraid of what might happen. So it's interesting that we've got those there, because that seems to give quite a consistent message. But this is something that you will overcome, and there's a strong passion and emotion there. And I just love happiness as well. And flowers, we actually talked about flowers, didn't we, quickly, that this person may give you flowers. So there is this lovely romantic energy there from this person. They don't turn up to the date empty-handed, I feel. Even if it's not actually flowers, it's something symbolic like that, some kind of gift. So for your final cards, before we do your charms and dice group 3, I just want to pull you some cards from this deck that I made a few days ago. It is messages from your person. So let me know what you think of these, what they want to tell you, or what they're thinking and feeling. Okay. So we have I love your hair, really nice. I'm a coward. Okay, so this person maybe not upfront about their feelings all the time. I'm always reminded of you. It does feel like you've had this previous connection. Tell me what I can do to please you. I'm less confident than I seem. Wow, you guys. Okay, this makes so much sense. So I'm a coward. I'm always reminded of you. Makes me feel like this person has hurt you in the past, some of you, or hasn't been there for you in the past, and they just feel like they want to say sorry about that, and that they're always thinking about you, even if it's been a long time. I love your hair. So that's just like a lovely message saying that they really like your hair, or the way that you do your hair, or the color of your hair. Tell me what I can do to please you. So again, gift giving or actions being the way this person shows their feelings. They're not a big I love you speaker, I feel. It's more like, here's these flowers, or look, I've tidied up this room, or look, I've made you dinner, as a way of showing their love. And I'm less confident than I seem. So even if this person has a strong fire sign energy and seems to come across as being all confident, all that, all mouth, blah, 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 they're not. On the inside, they're not. They're really kind of stressed and worried as well. So let's move on to your charms now. you guys. Just a quick disclaimer, if you don't like the sound of the charms, or if you have high volume on your device, you might just want to turn it down while I do the shuffling, because I know that not everyone likes the sound. So group 3, this date, what's gonna happen? Okay, so we've got the finances ball there, the little jade ball, which is about career and finance. So maybe you work with this person, or they've been working hard on their finances. We've got growth, which is really nice, especially because it's on that skull. It's about overcoming those past issues. Cactus, so possibly being a little bit hard to get through to at first, or struggling to understand how they're feeling at first, but then they just, it feels a lot more natural after that. We've got winter time, so winter into spring. Seems like it's going to be the time when you have this date with this person. Got the worry thread there, but also the wheat sheaf, so abundance. Abundance coming your way with this person. Growth again, stability. Interesting that we've got the revenge charm. I do think for a lot of you, this person has hurt you in the past or let you down, and this is kind of like a second chance for them. We've also got someone who is worried about timing. So maybe you're talking to this person currently and, you know, you feel like, when are we going to have this date? You know, when can we finally make this happen? Maybe it's also about wanting to make sure that you don't rush things. You know, someone anxious about that, wanting to do it right this time, wanting to make it right. We've got the wasp there, so definitely have been stung in the past. And the olive branch, making up with someone, harmony. We also have Ganesha, overcoming obstacles, healing, happiness, wisdom. So he is a god who's going to be guiding you at this time. The star as well is telling you to have faith, be optimistic, be hopeful. Healing is possible through this date as well. And also the bunny, or the hare, as it actually is, it's a hare. This person could be born in the year of the rabbit. And the hare is just saying, be yourself. Don't feel like you have to change. Be who you are. I also think of March hare as well when I get that, so possibly March time. Could be when you have this date or when you schedule it. So let's get your dice on top as well. Okay, so we're rolling the first set of dice. That's the fantasy dice. They look like this. And how many of these am I rolling for you, group 3? 6. Okay. Interesting. So the Hanged Man is coming up there, first of all. So I'm wondering if someone wouldn't give you a clear answer in the past, and that was why they let you down. You know, they wouldn't fully commit to something. Also, the Hanged Man is making me think again about this timing situation, anxiety about timing, wishing that it was the right time now, you know, wanting to do this. The Trojan horse is coming through again. So I'm getting this sense of someone being anxious about motivations, like maybe you're worried, is this person come back into my life and they're going to hurt me again? You know, you're worried about intentions. They may be thinking that about you. We've also got the flute, temptation, seduction, feeling really drawn to someone. Red Riding Hood as well. This is very sexual energy, feeling drawn into someone, but being encouraged to stay on your own path. Again, it's saying don't compromise here. Don't twist your boundaries for anyone. We have the Lamia as well, so I feel like a woman scorned when I get this, or an angry woman or an aggressive woman. So there may be an uncomfortable ex in someone's past, or maybe there is a horrible best friend or nasty mother or sister or someone who tries to get involved in this relationship for some of you, and that's what you're worried about. You're worried someone won't approve. And then we have the wishing well. So that's really sweet. A wish will be granted for you guys, which is really nice. It goes well with the star as well, wishing upon a star. So whatever kind of wish you make about this, it does come true. You feel happy at the outcome for this. So this is a really sweet reading. All of the readings have been really positive on this video, which I've been so happy about. So if you did enjoy this, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, let me know how it resonated, because I would love to hear what you guys think. Tell me what you think of these new cards as well, if you'd like me to use them more often. And if you'd like to get more involved with what I do here or show your support for the channel, check out my description box. There's lots of links in there. You can go and follow me on Instagram or Bilibili if you'd like to do that. You can become a patron on my Patreon page. I'm offering exclusive content over there and just the chance to get to know me better. It's a nice little community that we've got over on the Patreon page. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, thank you so much. You can do that via PayPal. I have a PayPal link for tips and donations. I do also have my Amazon wishlist for tarot and oracle decks. And I have a tips jar on Etsy. And speaking of my Etsy page, I'm offering angel healing sessions and also private readings over there with very limited availability. So if that interests you, definitely check it out. I wanted to say take a chance at the same time and ended up mixing the two up. But thank you so much for being here, you guys, sharing your energy and your time with me here today. It's been lovely having you here. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care.